this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
All right, Wildcat fans, welcome back here to Huntland High School tonight as the Lady Cats emerge victorious in the first contest of the night. Tonight, now the boys game, the Wildcats are going to be taking on the Hornets here. Starting lineups for the Wildcats tonight are going to be number 5, Will Robertson, number 10, Logan Davis, number 20, Sadler Skelton, number 23, Justice Bell, and number 25, Cayman Canfield. That's going to be your starting 5 on the floor for the Wildcats tonight. For the Hornets tonight, going to be number 1, Kimmons, number 3, Bradford, number 10, Kilpatrick, number 11, LaFevers, and number 30, Kinslow. It's going to be the starting 5 on the floor for the Hornets. Wildcats were able to come away victorious in the first contest last Tuesday night between these two squads. And so tonight, the Wildcats are going to continue on with that trend as the Wildcats here looking to take on the Hornets tonight. Sailor Skelton and Lefebvre's there at the tip. The tip goes toward the Hornets, and then the Hornets on a break going toward the basket. Number 3, Bradford, going to the basket. He's going to come down awful hard as the ball goes out of bounds off the Hornets, and so the Wildcats are going to take over the first possession of the game. Logan Davis brings the ball. We've got a 2-point game here, 2-2 early on in the game. Robertson with the ball now over on the wing. He's going to pass the ball looking for Skelton, and the ball stolen away by Bradford. But now we're going to get a travel on the offensive end of the floor for the Hornets. So a steal there by Bradford, but then he commits the travel, and he's going to turn the ball back over to the Wildcats. Wildcats in their road black and gold tonight. Hornets in the white and blue. Davis with the ball. He's going to get the ball over to Canfield. Canfield gets over to Bell. Bell has the ball, and they're going to say that Justice took an extra step. So now a travel on either end of the floor, and that's going to send the ball back over to the inbounds. He's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Hornets, and he gets the ball over to Kinslow on the wing. Kinslow brings it around and gets it over to Kilpatrick, being guarded there by Robertson. Kilpatrick back out to Kimmons at the top. Kimmons gets the ball over to Kinslow, back inside to Bradford. Bradford with the shot from the arc, and then the rebound brought in by Kimmons. Kimmons with the follow-through. He gets the board, and then he goes in and takes it off the glass for 2 points there. So the Hornets out to an early 4-2 lead. Robertson gets the ball across the court to Canfield. Canfield puts up the floater. That shot's going to fall no good. Rebounds collected there by the Hornets. And Kimmons with pace. He's got numbers, brings the ball back up the floor. We're going to get a blocking foul underneath as he got the ball down into Kinslow. Kinslow with the shot, but then they're going to call Justice Bell. And so Bell's going to pick up his first foul of the game, and that's going to send Kinslow to the line to shoot 2. Kinslow's first shot away, and that one's going to be good. Second shot for Kinslow on the way. That one's going to go in and out, rattle in and out. And so Sailor Skelton collects the rebound for the Wildcats. He gets the ball over to Justice Bell, back down to Davis. And so Davis now bringing the ball back up the floor for the Wildcats. Wildcats scored early, but then the Hornets are on a 5-0 run here. 5:44 to go here in the first quarter. Canfield with the ball. He gets the ball back across the court to Davis. Davis looking inside. Wanted to get the ball down to Bell, but then guarded there. Now inside to Skelton. Skelton over Bradford. And that shot is going to fall true as Skelton's going to pick up his first 2 points of the game. 5-4 the score here early in the contest. Ball across over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick moves back out to the top, and he passes over to Kimmons on the wing. Kimmons back out to Kilpatrick, over to Kimmons. Kimmons with a 3-point shot off the mark, and the rebound collected by Cayman Canfield. Canfield pushes ahead to Robertson. Robertson gets the ball back over to Canfield, who gets it back to Davis, and Davis guarded there by Kimmons. Now Davis is going to bring it all around. He's looking to try to set up the offense here. Wildcats with possession here, 5-4 to go, 5-4 to score with 4:54 to go here in the first quarter of action. Davis is going to try to drive it. He's going to take it. He passes it off to Canfield. Canfield with the stop in the shot, and Canfield is going to score another 2 points there into the basket as Wayne County drives back out to a 6-5 lead. Kimmons brings the ball back up the floor for the Hornets. He gets the ball over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick's going to get the ball over to Kimmons. Kimmons inside to Lefebvre, finds Kimmons, and rather than they're going to get the ball back down to Kinslow underneath, but they're going to call Kinslow with the travel, and so that's going to turn the ball back over to the Wildcats. So now checking into the game for the Hornets is going to be number 20. That's Jurgensen coming into the game as Kinslow is going to get an opportunity to take a rest. 6-5 the score here. Wayne County leads early in the game. We're halfway through the first quarter of action. Davis brings the ball up the floor. He gets the ball down inside to Skelton. Skelton guarded there by Bradford. Bradford out to Canfield, who gets the ball back inside to Sailor Skelton. Skelton puts the shot up, no good, and the rebound collected there by Kimmons. Kimmons brings the ball back up the floor, gets the ball back over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick dribbling around, guarded there by Robertson, and he gets it back out to Jurgensen at the top. Back to Kimmons. Kimmons back across the floor to Kilpatrick. Three-pointer away, a little hard off the mark, no good. And the rebound collected and gathered there by Bell. Bell passes underneath to Canfield. Canfield with the reverse right underneath the basket, cutting. Nice open field visibility there, seeing the floor. And he saw Canfield go into the basket. Canfield cut it underneath and scored another point there, another basket there. 6 points so far on the night for Canfield as Wayne County leads 8-5. Jurgensen gets the ball back over to Kilpatrick, back out to Jurgensen at the top, and he gets the ball back over to Kimmons. Kimmons has the ball on the wing. He gets it back inside to Bradford. Bradford cuts underneath to Lefevre. The shot no good, but then the ball collected there by Canfield. Grabs the rebound. He gets it back inside to Will Robertson. Robertson gets Bell trailing behind, and Bell right off the glass with a little two-point shot. And so Justice Bell's going to pick up his first 2 points of the game as Wayne County extends their lead out 10-5. It was 5-2 here just a few minutes ago. The Hornets were in the lead, and Wayne County now on an 8-0 run have opened up a little bit of a lead here. Lefevre with the ball inside. He gets it back outside to Jurgensen. No good. Bradford chases down the rebound, collects it, and then the pass knocked loose there by Skelton. And then Jurgensen with the shot up, but Canfield with a block knocks the ball out of bounds. And now Case Butler is going to check into the game for the Wildcats as Robertson's going to get an opportunity to take a seat and catch a little bit of a breather. 2:31 to go here in the first quarter of action. Wayne County leads 10-5. Hornets with possession. Kilpatrick looking to get the ball inbounds. He finds Kimmons over on the wing, and Kimmons is going to dribble the ball back out to the top and then get the ball back over to Jurgensen, who's going to set up the offense. He gets the ball back over to Kimmons, back over to Jurgensen, back around to Kilpatrick. Three-pointer off the elbow, no good. Shot just a little strong, and the rebound collected by Case Butler. Butler gets the ball over to Davis. Davis drives it up the floor to Canfield, and Canfield with the shot converts right off the glass. 12-5 to score now with 2 minutes to go here in first quarter of action. Kimmons gets the ball over to Jurgensen. Jurgensen over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick trying to get somebody open underneath. He wants to get the ball inside to Bradford. Bradford gets it in and kicks it back out to Kimmons. Shot short from three-pointer, no good, hits nothing. And then Canfield collects the rebound there, and he gets the ball back over to Logan Davis. Davis being guarded heavily there by Kimmons. Gets the ball out over to Skelton. Skelton back out to Davis. He's looking to get the ball inside, and instead he finds Canfield out at the top, and now we're going to settle back down as Davis is going to set the offense back up for the Wildcats. Butler with the ball, and he's looking for someplace to go. He gets the ball down inside to Canfield, down low to Sailor Skelton. Skelton passing, looking for Case Butler into the basket. Shot no good as the ball goes off of Butler out of bounds, and so the Hornets are going to take over possession. Now checking into the game for the Hornets, number 5 Farmer coming into the game as Bradford is going to get an opportunity to take a seat. Kimmons brings the ball up the floor for the Hornets. He passes the ball over to Kilpatrick, back over to Farmer. Farmer back out to Kilpatrick at the top, and Kilpatrick looking for someplace to go. He finds Kimmons, who gets the ball back out. They swing it back around to Farmer. Farmer wanted the three-point shot. Instead, he pulled it back, and then he dribbled around, gets it back over inside to Kimmons. Kimmons back out to Farmer. Farmer with a three-pointer from deep, and Farmer knocks that one down. And so that's going to end the scoring drought for the Hornets as the three-pointer by Farmer is going to make it a 12-8 game. Ball inside to Settler Skelton. Skelton goes hard to the basket, but he's going to be fouled underneath as he goes up. The shot is going to be no good, and we're going to get a foul underneath against... See who they called that on. I believe they're going to call that on number 1, Kimmons. Kimmons is going to pick up his first foul of the game. And Skelton at the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Skelton's second free throw good, but we're going to get a foul against Case Butler, and that's going to go against number 20. That's going to be Jurgensen, who's going to pick up his first foul of the game. Second team foul against Huntland here. 22.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And Case Butler's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Butler's first shot is good. Butler's second shot now on the way as Robertson's checking back into the game for the Wildcats. Davis is going to get an opportunity to take a seat. And that second shot, no good. That seems to be the MO of the night for the Wildcats. 1 of 2 at the line in both games. It just seems like we're making one, missing one. Farmer with a three-pointer. And I tell you what, we cannot afford to let Farmer get going. If Farmer gets heated up, he'll shoot. Will Robertson with the ball. We've got 5 seconds to go, 3 seconds, and now the steal. Timmons gets the ball, and he throws it away underneath the basket there. So at the end of the first quarter, your score, Wayne County 14, Huntland 13. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on WCHS Sports.
Many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, here on WCHS Sports. Wayne County leads at the end of the first quarter of action, 14-13. Wayne County now with possession to start the second quarter. Robertson gets the ball down to Canfield, who gets the ball inside to Butler. Butler with the shot, no good. The ball going to be collected there by Justice Bell. Bell with the shot, and then the shot's going to get knocked away by Kimmons, but Justice Bell able to chase it down. He's going to retain possession, and now we're going to get a travel call. They're going to say Justice took an extra step there, so it's going to turn the ball over. Huntland is going to take over possession here. 14-13 the score here at the start of the second quarter. Kimmons brings the ball up the floor for the Hornets. He gets the ball over to Farmer. Farmer has hit 2 3-pointers since he's checked into the game. Got to keep an eye on 5 and make sure that he doesn't get the ball loose. If he gets an open shot, he will shoot from deep. He's not afraid to do it. That shot off the mark, no good. Skelton collects the rebound, and he passes the ball over to Bell. Bell brings the ball up the floor. He passes down the floor to Butler, who catches Skelton coming to the basket. Skelton puts up the shot, but it's blocked. Huntland with possession coming back the other way, and they're going to get the ball back down to Kilpatrick, who's going to convert the 2-pointer, and that's going to put Huntland back out in front, 15-13. We've got 7 minutes to go here in the first half of action. Canfield looking to get the ball down low to Butler. Butler with the ball, and we're going to get a tie-up. They're going to say a jump ball underneath the basket there, and that's going to give possession back over to Huntland. Now Davis is going to check back into the game for the Wildcats. Bell going to get the opportunity to take a little bit of a rest. On the floor for the Wildcats, Davis, Robertson, Butler, Skelton, and Canfield. And now Kimmons brings the ball up the floor. Well, he's eventually going to pick it up. And now the clock is going to start running here. We're inside of 7 minutes to go here in the first half of action. Huntland leads 15-14. Farmer wanted the 3-pointer. Instead, he pulls back, gets the ball over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick pulls up, drives inside, then dishes back out to Kimmons. The shot a little strong, no good. Robertson collects the rebound. He's bringing the ball back up the floor. Passes underneath to Canfield, who finds Skelton cutting to the basket. And Skelton is going to lay it off the glass for 2. So the Wildcats back out in front now. We're back and forth, 16-15. Wildcats take the lead. Kimmons has the ball out at the top, and he's going to get the offensive call from the coach. And now they're going to set the offense there. Farmer with the ball. He looks left. Instead, throws the ball underneath to Jernigan, and Will Robertson cuts him off. Now Robertson's going to take it all the way back himself. A little strong off the iron, but Skelton follows behind, gets the rebound. He collects the rebound and then puts in the basket. Wayne County extends the lead back out to 3, 18-15 the score as the clock winds here in the second quarter. Kimmons now with the ball, brings the ball up the floor. He gets Kilpatrick to set the screen, passes over to Farmer. Farmer looking for Lefevre over in the corner, but the ball goes out of bounds. Canfield intercepts, and the ball bounces off Canfield out of bounds. And so now Bradford checks back into the game for the Hornets as Jernigan gets an opportunity to take a seat. Kilpatrick inbounds the ball to Kimmons. Now Kimmons looking to set the offense for the Hornets. He gets Farmer over on the wing. Farmer packs it back over to Kilpatrick out at the top. Kilpatrick being guarded there by Robertson. Wayne County in a little bit of a 2-3 zone defensively and trying to get on a shooter. Farmer over in the corner, three-point shot strong, no good. And Canfield collects the rebound. Now Canfield brings the ball up. He's looking for someplace to get the ball, and he gets the ball over to Davis. Davis now driving all the way. He finds Butler trailing behind, gets the ball over to Canfield. Canfield kicks it over to Davis on the wing. Three-point shot away is no good. Butler with the rebound gets it out to Robertson. Robertson had the shot and then chose to let it go, but he's going to be fouled there by Kimmons. And so that's going to be the second foul on Kimmons here in the contest. First team foul against either team here in the second quarter of action. Wayne County going to retain possession. Davis taking the ball out, trying to find someplace to get the ball, and he passes into Skelton. Skelton's got the ball, and he gets it back over to Davis. Davis now setting up and looking for someplace to go as the offense trying to get set underneath the basket there. Skelton with the ball, passes out the top to Butler. Butler catches Davis and hits Skelton, cutting to the basket. Skelton underneath with the shot, no good, but the foul committed there. They're going to get Bradford, and that is going to be Bradford's first foul of the game, second team foul against Huntland here in the second quarter, but that's going to send Skelton to the line to shoot two, and it looks like Bell is going to check back into the game for the Wildcats. First shot rattles around, but then falls true as it goes through, and so Bell checks back in for Robertson. Skelton with his second shot now at the line. Second shot away, and that one's a little strong, no good. Canfield fighting for position to get the rebound. 19-15 the score as Huntland comes out with the ball. Kimmons with the ball. He's going to try to isolate and go all the way. Instead, he pulls up and finds Kilpatrick over in the corner, who swings it over to Farmer, back over to Kilpatrick, back to Kimmons in the corner. Kimmons gets it back out to Kilpatrick, who gets it over to Bradford. Now Bradford gets it over to Farmer, who finds Kilpatrick on the wing, back over to the corner once again. Kilpatrick thought about taking a real deep three, instead chose better of it, and instead he found the ball inside to Kimmons. Kimmons found Cutter underneath the basket, Stewart, but Stewart stepped on the baseline, and so now the Wayne County is going to take the turnover, and they're going to take possession here. 4:13 to go here in the first half of action. Wayne County leads 19-15. We had a very strong scoring first quarter of action. Second quarter has been a lot of defense here. Davis slices to the basket. He stops, lets the defender overcut him, and then he just stops and gets a wide open look right underneath the basket, kisses it off the glass for an easy 2 points. 21-15 the score now. Wayne County with the advantage. Farmer with the ball. He's looking to get the ball over to Kimmons, who gets the ball back out the top to Farmer. Farmer with a deep look from three. Ball's no good, and Canfield going to come out with the rebound. And he's going to take a couple of dribbles, pass the ball back over to Justice Bell, who's going to get it back out to Canfield at the top. Canfield shot a little strong off the iron, no good. Rebound collected by Sailor Skelton, passed back out. And now we're going to get a run back up the floor, and we're going to get a foul call here before the shot as Kimmons was going unimpeded to the basket. We're going to get that call against Logan Davis. Logan's going to pick up his first foul of the game, first team foul of the quarter here, as Kinslow and Lefevre are going to check back into the game for Farmer and Stewart. So now the starting five for both teams back on the floor. Ball inside to Lefevre, right under the basket. He was wide open there. Doesn't get much easier than that. And he puts that 2 points in easily. 21-17 the score. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Skelton with the ball. He gets the ball back over to Butler out at the top. Butler dribbles, tries to drive inside. Instead gets the ball over to Canfield. Canfield going to cut and put up a little floater, and Canfield's floater is going to fall. That's going to be his 10th point of the game. 23-17 the score here. 2:56 to play in the first half of action. Kilpatrick with the ball for the Hornets. He gets the ball back out the top to Kinslow, back over to Kilpatrick over on the wing, who gets it down to Lefevre underneath, right in the middle at the free throw line. Instead, he gets it back out to Kilpatrick over to Kimmons. Kimmons gets the ball back over to Kinslow, back underneath to the big man Lefevre inside. Kinslow gets the ball back out to Kimmons at the top, and Kimmons going to dribble. He's going to drive. He's going to try to isolate. Instead, he kicks the ball back over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick gets it back out to Kimmons at the top, and once again back over to Kilpatrick in the corner for the three. Off the mark, no good. Canfield once again with the rebound. Gets the ball back over to Davis. Now Davis brings the ball back up the floor, guarded by Kinslow. Davis going to try to take it all the way. Instead, he's cut off there. He gets the ball back out to Canfield. Canfield with the three-pointer on the way. And that three-point shot falls through. 26-17. Canfield with 13 points tonight. He's feeling it here for the Wildcats. And now Bradford has the ball. He kicks it back over to Kilpatrick. Back out to Kinslow at the top. Over to Kimmons in the corner. Kimmons had the three-pointer. I don't know why he didn't take it. But instead, he passed it back out to the top. And now Kilpatrick's going to reset the offense. Kinslow gets the ball over in the corner, down inside to Lefebvre. We're going to shoot two here. He got hit pretty hard there in the face. I don't know if he's going to, can he see? I'm not sure what's going on. The first shot's good. So he saw it well enough to put it through the basket. And now, maybe, I don't know. Lefebvre comes out, and now Farmer checks back into the game of the game, but that's 4 team fouls against Huntland here. We got 1 minute to go here in the second quarter, and Wayne County leads by 10, 27-17. One more foul, though, is going to send the Wildcats to the line to shoot two for the rest of the quarter, so we'll keep an eye on that here. Canfield with the ball. He's going to slice it, try to get around inside, and Canfield with another little floater right over the top of the defender. Canfield with another 2 points. That's 15. Canfield's got 15 of the Wildcats' 29 points tonight. Farmer, you're leaving him wide open. And Farmer, I tell you what, you leave that young man wide open out of the three-point line, he is going to make you pay. Ball inbounds to Canfield. Canfield back to Bell. Hornets playing a little full-court pressure here, trying to get a turnover, and they're able to do so. But Bradford gives the ball up. Davis being tracked down from behind. The ball knocked loose, but he finds Skelton cutting to the basket. And Sailor Skelton with another 2 points is able to bring it in. We got 8 seconds left, 7 seconds, and now we got a foul going as Kimmons was taking the ball to the basket. Davis picks up his second foul of the game. The Hornets are going to retain possession off of that foul call, and now Jernigan is going to check back into the game for Kimmons, who's going to go take a seat. Folks, just ignore John Harper. He's out here harassing people. Farmer with a three-pointer right here at the buzzer. Short off the iron. No good. And at the end of the first half of action, the Wildcats lead 31-20. We'll be back with first half stats right here on WCHS Sports.
My many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Wildcat fans, welcome back here at halftime. 31-20 the score as Wayne County leads the Hornets of Huntland tonight at halftime. Your leading scorer for the Wildcats in the first half came in Canfield with 15 of the Wildcats' 31 points. He's followed by Sailor Skelton, who's got 10 on the night. Justice Bell has 3, Logan Davis has 2, and Case Butler has 1 point so far on the night. For the Hornets, Farmer leading the way with 9 points, followed by Kimmons and Kilpatrick with 4 apiece, Lefebvre with 2, and Kinslow with 1. 31-20 your score here at the end of the first half, and we'll be back with second half action right here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back, Wildcat fans. We're here for the start of second half action. Wayne County leads Huntland tonight 31-20 after the first 2 quarters of action. Wayne County starts the ball with the possession in the second half. Will Robertson with the ball. He's trying to find somebody. Gets it underneath the Cayman Canfield, and Canfield continues to have an impressive night, leading scoring with 17 tonight for the Wildcats. Now the Hornets bring the ball back up the floor. Kilpatrick with the ball. He gets the ball back over to Farmer. Farmer has been the leading scorer tonight for the Hornets, hitting down 3 3-point shots. And now we got a charge underneath the basket as Kimmons is going to pick up his 3rd foul of the contest. Sailor Skelton drawing the charge there underneath the basket. That's going to be the first team foul of the quarter here against Huntland. That's going to be Kimmons' 3rd foul in the contest tonight. And so Bell brings the ball back up the floor for the Wildcats. He gets the ball over to Skelton in the corner. Skelton gets the ball back out to Canfield. Canfield over to Davis. And then Canfield with the ball over in the corner with a 3-point shot. That 3-pointer is going to be good. And so Canfield now with 20 points tonight on the game, as Jernigan is going to check in for the Hornets, as Kimmons is going to come out of the game with foul trouble here early in the 3rd quarter. So on the floor for the Hornets is going to be Kilpatrick, Bradford, Farmer, Jernigan, and Lefevre. Starting 5 for the Wildcats on the floor for Robertson, Canfield, Bell, Skelton, and Davis. Farmer with the ball, driving against Will Robertson. He's trying to get the ball out to Bradford. Bradford now with possession, picks it up and passes across the floor to Jernigan, guarded there by Bell. He tried to drive it inside but was cut off, so he kicks it back out to Kilpatrick out at the top. Kilpatrick there guarded by Davis, and now Davis, he kicks the ball over to Farmer. Farmer back over to Jurgensen. Jurgensen with the basket with a little hook shot there over the defender, and now Kilpatrick with the ball. He wanted a shot, thought better of it, passed it back out to Farmer out at the top, and they're going to reset the offense there with Jurgensen. They get the ball inside to Bradford. The ball kicks off of Bradford. Ball loose as Will Robertson brings the ball back up the floor, and Robertson's going to convert with the 2-pointer on the transition play. So the Wildcats have doubled up now, 40-20 the lead. We've got 5:45 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, and the Wildcats have opened this thing up here in Huntland tonight. Jurgensen with the ball. He wants the 3-pointer. Instead, he gets it back over to Kilpatrick, back over to Jurgensen. He's immediately guarded by Bell there at the top, and he gets the ball over to Farmer on the wing. Farmer back over to Jurgensen. He gets it back over to Farmer. Farmer driving back inside now. He kicks it across the floor to Jurgensen over in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. And Davis collects the rebound, passes ahead to Robertson. Robertson going to slow it down. He gets it back over to Davis. Davis with the 3-pointer. And that 3-point shot for Logan Davis is good. And the Wildcats now blow the lead open, 23 points to lead with a 43-20 advantage over the Hornets. The ball down inside to Bradford. Bradford looking for some place to go with the ball. He kicks it back out to Farmer. Farmer with the ball. He's going to dribble around. Being guarded there by Robertson. He brings it back inside, goes underneath the basket, puts up the little runner, no good. Canfield with the rebound, passes ahead to Bell. Bell now looking for someplace to go. Instead, he slows down, waits for the rest of his teammates. He gets Canfield come around behind him. Canfield puts up the running floater, no good. And now we're going to get a rebound there by Kilpatrick, and they're going to say Kilpatrick traveled. And so that's going to give the ball back to the Wildcats, as the Wildcats are going to retain possession underneath the basket off the travel. Kimmons checks back into the game for Kinslow. And so now the Wildcats have the ball underneath the basket. Davis looking to get the ball inbounds. He's trying to find some place to go with the ball. He gets the ball to Bell. Bell cutting around to the corner. Instead, he gets the ball back over to Davis. Robertson, rather. Robertson with the ball. He's dribbling around, and he's looking for some place to go. He gets the ball back out to Davis at the top, and Davis is going to reset the offense for the Wildcats. Sadler Skelton with the ball. Back over to Canfield, back out to Davis. Davis finds Robertson. Robertson out at the top of the three-pointer, and Will Robertson with a three-point shot. Three-pointer is good for Robertson. 26 points now the lead for the Wildcats here in Huntland. Bradford with the ball inside. He's going to put up the runner floater, no good, off the back of the iron. Ball cleared by Skelton, brought back out to Canfield. Canfield looks ahead to Davis, cutting to the basket, and Logan Davis on the two-point back door is just going to take it all the way to the basket. Now the Wildcats out to a 28-point advantage, and Huntland is going to call a timeout with 3:51 left to play here in the third quarter. We're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with them right here on WCHS Sports.
For you, the viewer. Now, please enjoy the rest of the game.
Wildcat fans, welcome back here on WCHS Sports. Here in the third quarter, Wildcats have leaped out to a 48-20 lead on a 17-0 run here to start the second half of action. It was 31-20 at the half. Now the Wildcats lead is 48-20. Kimmons has the ball inside. He tries to slice it underneath, and we're going to get a foul underneath the basket. So that's going to send Kimmons to the line to shoot two, as Will Robertson is going to pick up his first foul of the game. So Kimmons to the line, one foul apiece here for either team in the third quarter. First shot away for Kimmons, and that shot is going to be good. So that's going to break the scoring drought here in the second half for the Hornets. Kimmons' second shot away. That one rattles in and out of the basket, no good. But the ball out of bounds off of the Hornets, and so the Wildcats are going to retain possession here in the third quarter. 3:38 to play. 48-21 the score. Wildcats lead. And Will Robertson takes it and slices it all the way inside. He puts up a little floater over the defender, and that ball falls through. So Robertson with 7 points here in the second half has kind of come alive here for the Wildcats. Kinslow with the ball, passes across the court to Kimmons. Kimmons now wanting to isolate, and he's looking for something here. We're driving it inside. The shot, they're going to say no good, but we're going to get a foul. They're going to call Justice Bell with a foul. So Justice is going to pick up his second foul of the night on that drive. And now the ball goes back over to Huntland. And then the ball out of bounds. Huntland not quite able to wrangle possession. And so the ball out of bounds off of the Hornets. Wildcats are going to take possession. Will Robertson takes the inbounds, and Justice passes it back to Will, who took the ball out of bounds. And Will just sliced it right up the sideline. That's one way to break the press, to make sure that you don't have to get around it, is just to get by it. Robertson guarded there by Kinslow, back over to Canfield. Canfield gets the ball back over to Robertson, who gets the ball back out to Bell. Bell inside to Skelton. Skelton with a little turnaround hesitation move, bounces, and then drops. So Skelton with 2 more points. He's got 12 so far on the night. Now Kinslow is going to isolate. He's going to try to drive that one all the way to the basket, and he's going to draw the foul on the shot underneath the basket here. They're going to call Canfield with the Huntland subbing in several players here. And Kimmons with his second shot now. Second shot is good. Now, and Jurgensen brings the ball back up, but then the pass cut off by Canfield. Canfield passes the head to Sadler Skelton. Skelton with 2 points, and now we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:03 left to play here in the third quarter of action. We got Wayne County timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here on the floor with 2:03 left to play here in the third quarter of action. Wayne County leads 54-24 here in Huntland. Firmly in control here in the third quarter of action. Started off on a 17-0 run, and they came out just like gangbusters here to start off the second half before Huntland scored a couple points here to kind of cut the scoring back for the Hornets. And now the Wildcats have a commanding lead. We're up by 30 here with 2:03 to play in the third quarter. On the floor for the Wildcats, Butler, Skelton, Canfield, Bell, and Davis. Jurgensen with the ball. He's going to bring the ball back around at the top. He's guarded there by Canfield as the Wildcats are in a man-to-man defense here. Bell has the defense on Farmer and Davis on Kilpatrick. Farmer wants that deep three. He's not afraid to shoot from deep, and he's hit 3 of them tonight, so we've got to make sure that we don't let him just have an open look. And Jurgensen cutting to the basket, but Canfield with a block from behind, but the ball goes out of bounds, and now Kilpatrick comes out of the game as Kimmons comes back in, and Bradford checking back into the game as well for the Hornets as Bradford gets the inbound on the shot there, a little strong off the iron, no good. And now Butler clears the rebound, brings it back out. He gets the ball back out to Davis. Davis with the ball. He's bringing it back up, being guarded there by Jurgensen. He gets the ball back over to Skelton. Skelton gets the ball back out to Davis. Davis gets the ball over to Canfield, back over to Davis. Now Davis is going to hold the ball at the top, and he's going to reset the offense for the Wildcats. Hornets in a man-to-man defense. Skelton cutting underneath. Puts up a little shot from 15 feet off the back of the iron. No good. Kimmons with the rebound. He's going to bring it out. He's going to try to isolate, drive it into the basket. He's immediately cut off there. Finds Stewart underneath the basket. No good to the shot, but we're going to get a foul underneath the basket. Let's see what the call is here as the official comes down and we're going to get a goaltending call there. So 54-26 as the shot for Bradford is going to be, Stewart rather, is going to be good. And Davis cuts it to the basket. He's going to get the 2 points there. So 2 points for Davis on the other end of the floor. 44 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Jurgensen with the ball back over to Bradford at the corner. Back out to Jurgensen at the top. Brings it back out over the floor. And now Davis, we're going to get a foul on the floor against Davis. That's going to be Davis's third foul of the contest. Fourth team foul against Wayne County here in the third quarter. 9.7 seconds left to play in the quarter. Wayne County has doubled up Huntland here in the third quarter of action. Farmer with the shot over on the wing. That three-pointer short off the iron. Butler collects the rebound. Now he's just going to hold the ball to the end of the quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, Wayne County leads 56-28. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right here on WCHS Sports.
My many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans. We're back here with the start of the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead Huntland by a score of 56-28. Kilpatrick with a shot over in the corner off three-pointer, no good. And now we're going to get a clear out underneath the basket. They're going to call a push off on Cayman Canfield. That's Canfield's second foul of the game. First team foul against Wayne County here in the fourth quarter. 7:53 to go here in the game. Bradford takes the inbound pass. Ball a little strong off the iron. Lefebvre with the putback off the rebound, and he's going to get 2 points there underneath the basket. So now Wayne County with possession. 56-30 the score. Wayne County, Huntland did a full court press here, trying to break down and get some turnovers here. Wayne County pushes ahead as Bell throws the ball up the floor to Case Butler. The ball knocked loose, and instead Huntland's going to come out with it. So now Kilpatrick with the ball. He's dribbling. He looks over and finds Kimmons. Kimmons going to isolate on the defender. Instead, he gives the ball back out to Kinslow at the top. Kinslow back over to Kilpatrick over on the wing. He gets the ball back over to Kimmons. Now Kimmons going to drive, take it inside. He's going to be blocked and knocked loose by Case Butler, who comes out with the ball. Now the ball pushed ahead to Cayman Canfield. Canfield holds the ball, and he's going to wait for his team to catch up to him. And he's looking for some place to go with the ball. He throws across the court to Ball. And they're going to say a backcourt violation there, as Justice was a little bit over the line there. Takes the ball back into the backcourt, and that's going to give Huntland possession here. 7:14 to go here in the fourth quarter of action. Score 56-30. Kimmons takes the inbounds. He's going to bring the ball in. He's going to drive and isolate. Instead, he kicks it back over to Kinslow. Kinslow gets over to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick knocks down a three-pointer from the wing, and now the Wildcats fighting to get the ball inbounds. The ball goes out of bounds off of the Huntland defender, and so Justice Bell now taking the ball out of bounds for the Wildcats. Again, full court pressure for Huntland. Ball inbound to Cayman Canfield. Canfield going to try to push it up, and he's going to bring it up against Lefebvre. He gets the ball over to Davis. Davis underneath to Case Butler. Butler just not quite awake there. Didn't know the ball was coming to him, and he's able to not quite get possession, but the ball goes out of bounds off of a Huntland defender. And so Wayne County with possession underneath their own basket. Davis inbounds the ball to Bell. Bell driving. Instead, he's going to get a foul call underneath the basket there. So that's going to be Kilpatrick's first foul of the night, as the Huntland is going to pick up their first foul here in the fourth quarter. 56-33 the score. Wayne County leads. We've got 6 minutes, 47 seconds to play in the game. Ball inbounds. Tries to get the ball back to Will Roberts. Instead, Kimmons intercepts the pass, and he takes it back in transition all the way, lays it in off the glass. And so now the Wildcats lead, cut down 56-35. Now the pass ahead to Sailor Skelton. Skelton just got behind the defense as Huntland runs that full court pressure, trying to force a fall, and it's going to be good. And we're going to get a foul against Will Robertson. Robertson's second foul of the game. So that's going to send Kimmons to the line with an opportunity to try to convert the three-point play and cut the lead back down to 22. You'd like to think that the Wildcats have a pretty good lead here in the fourth quarter, but I'll tell you, you saw in the third quarter the Wildcats went off to a 17-0 run to start, and it doesn't take long if you're not able to pay attention to what you're doing. Robertson pushed ahead, loses the handle, and now we're going to get a foul into the basket. And now the official here is going to call a flagrant foul against Will Robertson under the basket. Will was laying on the ground. I think he was just trying to get up. And we're going to get a flagrant call against Robertson. They're going to say that he flagrantly tripped the player going back up the end of the floor. So that's going to be a flagrant foul against Robertson. That's his third foul of the game. More importantly, that's 3 fouls for the Wildcats, and because it is a flagrant call, that's going to give Huntland 2 shots at the line plus possession. Kinslow knocks his first shot through. Kinslow's second shot on the way, and it's through as well. So that second shot good for Kinslow. Both shots on the foul good, and now we're going to get possession back to Huntland off of the foul. And so Kimmons takes the inbounds pass. 60-39 the score. Wildcats lead has been cut to 21. They were up by 28. Farmer with the ball around the wing, and he's going to get the ball back over to Kinslow at the top. The Wildcats need to shut this thing down. You don't, again, a lead is good, but you don't want to let the Hornets get back into this thing. And then the ball shot off the mark, no good. And then the ball goes out of bounds off of Justice Bell. So they're going to say the possession is going to remain with the Hornets. And now McClellan is going to check in for Huntland as Kinslow is going to take a seat and have an opportunity to take a rest. Kilpatrick gets the ball inside to Farmer. Farmer with a three-point shot on the way, no good. That's one of the few that he's missed tonight. And Canfield clears out the rebound. Now Bell with the ball pushes ahead to Robertson. Now Robertson dribbles back out. He's looking for someplace to go with the ball. Davis being guarded very heavily by his man. And now the ball passed across to Skelton. Skelton finds Davis over in the corner, who just brings the ball back out to the top. And now the Wildcats going to kind of dribble this thing out a little bit, try to burn a little bit of this clock here as the Wildcat lead 21 here in the fourth quarter, 60-39 the score. Bell with the ball back out to the top. He's being guarded there by Kilpatrick. And then he's going to hand the ball back over to Davis. Davis is going to have the ball back out at the top. He dribbles around, turns his back, brings it back inside to Canfield. Canfield lets the defender go up. The ball off the mark, no good, but Canfield gets his own rebound and puts it back now. Another 2 points for Canfield tonight. Now Kimmons with the ball, brings the ball back up the floor. He finds Kilpatrick over in the corner who thought about it. Now he does take the dribble, takes the three-pointer. The three-pointer off the mark. The ball knocked out of bounds off of the Wildcats. Now the Hornets are going to keep possession. 4:26 to go here in the contest. 62-39 the score. Bradford going to check back into the game for McClellan. And now the ball inbound to Bradford right in the middle. Bradford off the iron, no good. He collects his own rebound, but we're going to get a foul underneath the basket. That's 4 fouls against the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be Sailor Skelton picking up his first foul of the game. But more importantly, 4 fouls for the Wildcats. So for the rest of the way, the Hornets are going to be shooting 2. Bradford's first shot up and good for the free throw line. Bradford's second shot good. We're back to a 21-point advantage. Wildcats now facing that full court pressure defensively. Robertson inbounds the Bell. Bell back to Robertson, who passes ahead to Davis. Davis now with the ball there at the middle of the line, and he's going to be fouled by Jurgensen, rather. That's going to be his second foul of the game. And now 4:15 to play here in the game. 62-41 the score. Davis going to take the ball out of bounds, and now we're going to get a timeout on the floor for Huntland. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Huntland. We're going to take it with them right here on WCHS Sports.
Many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, here on WCHS Sports. We got 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Wayne County leads 62-41. Canfield with the ball, and he gets the ball back over to Davis. Davis now dribbles around. He's looking for someplace to go with it. He finds Canfield over in the corner. Canfield now dribbling. He looks to pass it back inside to Robertson. Instead, he gets it back out to Davis. Davis with the drive. He's immediately double teamed, and then the ball turned over. Bradford passed ahead, and the layup off the glass, good for Bradford. Now we're back inside of 20 points here, 43-62 the score. Robertson inbounds the ball to Canfield. Canfield gives it back to Robertson. Now Robertson double teamed. He finds Canfield right across the middle. Canfield being pursued from behind. And we've got a foul on the floor. Canfield with the ball as he's knocked out from behind by Kimmons. Kimmons is going to pick up his 4th foul of the game. And so that's the 13th foul against Huntland here in the fourth quarter. Wayne County with 4, Huntland with 3. We got a 19-point game, and we're inside of 4 minutes to play. 3:30 to go, and now Canfield has the ball. Canfield gets the ball, and he goes to the ground, and Wayne County is going to call a timeout there to preserve possession. So good heads-up call there by Coach Franks. It's the timeout. It's going to be a 30-second time. Actually, it's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take it with them right here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back, WCHS Sports fans, right here on WCHS Sports on YouTube. Wayne County leads in the fourth quarter here, 62-43 on the road tonight in Huntland, and Wildcats looking to close this thing out. We now have a delay of game warning against the Huntland team. I don't know what they were doing something there to try to delay the game. Cross the line. Okay, so we got a warning there against Huntland. Bell gets the inbound pass. He's going to try to bring it up. He gets the ball over to Robertson. Now Robertson being guarded, and he gets stripped and stolen by Kimmons. Kimmons pushes ahead, misses the layup, and then the layup rebounded, collected by Bradford. Bradford fouled underneath the basket, though, before the shot. So we have no shot there, and Robertson is going to pick up his fourth foul of the game. But now, more importantly, that's going to send Huntland to the line, and Huntland will be shooting 2 for the remainder of the game as the Wildcats are now in the bonus. Bradford's first shot, no good. And we've got another timeout taken here by Huntland. So 3:21 delay here in the fourth quarter of action. We got a 30-second timeout right here by Huntland. Wayne County led by 28 at the start of the fourth quarter, and Huntland has been fighting and clawing to get back into this thing. They've outscored the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter by let me see here. The margin would be 17-6 that the Huntland has cut into the lead. We're back down to a 19-point advantage, but the Wildcats are going to need to be able to pull away and put this thing away. Right now, time is on our side. Fouls, definitely not. Will Robertson on the floor with 4 fouls. Logan Davis has got 3 on the floor. Bradford with his second shot from the free throw line. And that shot is good. So Bradford 1 for 2 on that trip. And now the ball inbounds to Will Robertson. Robertson pushing ahead. He's going to just try to push it up and not let the pressure get to him. He gets that ball over to Skelton. Skelton gets the ball back over to Robertson, who's immediately going to be trapped and double teamed. He gets the ball back inside to Bell. Bell looks for Canfield and finds him under the basket. And Canfield with another 2-point basket. That's 26 on the night for Canfield, leading scorer for the Wildcats. Kimmons with the ball finds Farmer over on the wing. That shot short, no good. And then Logan Davis with the rebound. Instead, he's trapped by 3 guys immediately, turns the ball over. Kimmons gets the ball down inside to Kilpatrick, who puts it off the glass good. So we're back to an 18-point advantage for the Wildcats. Bell passes ahead to Skelton. Skelton pulls up, finds Bell trailing behind. Bell gets the ball back out to Robertson. And now Robertson with the ball in hand is just looking to dribble and try to find someplace to go with the ball. Bell with the ball, and now the turnover there. Kilpatrick with the ball pushes ahead. The layup no good. Jernigan with the ball on the rebound, and the ball picked up by Canfield. Now we get the ball ahead to Bell, and we're going to get a double dribble on Bell. And so now we're going to turn the ball back over on that double dribble call. So the Hornets are going to get possession back here. We've got 2:21 to go here in the contest. 64-46 the contest score, and Wayne County looking to try to put this thing away. Kilpatrick gets a wide open 3, and he puts down that 3-point shot. We're down to a 15-point lead. And so Robertson has the ball. He's going to try to bring the ball across the timeline. He's caught up by Kimmons there. And instead, he's looking to throw the ball back to Davis. Kilpatrick steps right in the way. Kilpatrick gets the ball back over to Kimmons, back over to Kilpatrick in the corner. That 3-pointer is good. And the Huntland Hornets are pulling it back into this game. We had a 28-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter. Now we're down to a 12-point advantage, and we've got a Wildcat timeout. We're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with them right here on WCHS Sports. Wildcat fans, we're back here on WCHS Sports. We got a minute 51 to go here in the fourth quarter of action. Wayne County's lead has been cut down to 12 as Wayne County comes out of the timeout with possession. Will Robertson trying to get the ball inbounds. He passes ahead to Sailor Skelton, saves the ball, gets it over to Davis. Davis gets the ball back to Bell. Bell now fouled right there, and so Bell getting mauled there underneath the basket as he's trying to get the ball ahead, and that's going to go against Kilpatrick. That's going to be his second foul of the game. fourth team foul against the Hornets here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats with possession. 64-52 the score here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead has been cut to 12. Davis trying to get somebody to get the ball inbounds to. He finds Robertson ahead on the sideline. Passes back to Canfield. Canfield with the shot. Little loose, little wild. Kimmons with the rebound, and he's going to come out of there with it. Passes ahead to Kinslow. Shot no good as the block being blown down there by Logan Davis, but they're going to get Davis on a foul. And that's going to be Davis's fourth foul, 16th foul against the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter. We've got 1:35 to go, and the Hornets are in the bonus. They're shooting 2 the rest of the way. Kinslow at the line. First shot away. No good. Kinslow's second shot. Off the mark, no good, and Canfield brings the ball out as he's going to get the rebound. And now we're going to get a foul on the floor as Canfield with the ball. There's going to be a foul against Kimmons. They're going to say that's Kimmons' fourth foul of the game. His last foul went against, they called the last foul against Jernigan. And so that's only going to be Kimmons' fourth foul. But that is also going to put the Wildcats in the bonus. And so now both teams in the bonus are going to be shooting 2 rest of the way. Canfield at the line. First shot away. Off the back of the iron. No good. Canfield's second shot on the way. That one's going to be true. Canfield 1 for 2 at the line. And now the Hornets going to bring the ball back up. Ball kicked out to Kilpatrick for the three-point shot. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Sailor Skelton going to come out with it. Skelton looking to get the ball across the field to Canfield. He gets the ball over to Davis, who finds Justice Bell cutting to the basket, and Justice is going to put away that two-pointer. And we're back out to a 15-point advantage. We got 1:11 to go here in the game, and we've got a foul called on the floor as Kimmons was cutting to the basket. They're going to call Davis with his fifth foul. That's going to be 5 on Davis. So Logan's going to have to come out of the game as he fouls out with 1:08 left to go here in the game. And Kimmons is going to go to the line now to shoot 2 to try to cut into the Wildcat lead a little further. First shot falls through. Second shot on the way short, no good. And we've got looks like a lane violation is going to be called there on the fight to get inside. That's going to give the ball back over to the Wildcats. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the game. We've got a 14-point game as the Wildcats lead. Hornets in full court pressure. The Wildcats are going to have to pass through and break this press and get the ball up the floor in order to cut off and preserve this win. Ball inbound to Canfield. Canfield pushes ahead. He's going to try to drive it. He dishes it over to Butler. Butler back out to Bell at the top. Now Bell is going to hold the ball, dribble around. He's immediately doubled. Cuts back inside to the middle to Canfield. Canfield dribbling out. We're trying to cut time off this clock. This is great. I like the strategy here by the Wildcats. Just try to burn clock here. Not necessarily trying to attack, not trying to score. Now Kimmons with the foul, and that is going to be Kimmons' fifth foul of the contest. So Kimmons is going to foul out of the game with 46.5 seconds left here, and that's going to send Robertson to the line to shoot 2. And now Huntland's going to sub in several players here on the floor. Checking into the game for the Wildcats is also going to be number 35, Jace Foster, coming into the game. Robertson at the line, going to have an opportunity to shoot 2 here. And the Butler by himself all the way down there at the floor. All 4 of his teammates back on the other end of the floor waiting to play defense. First shot, no good. Foster checks into the game for the Wildcats. Skelton gets the opportunity to take a seat. And it looks like the Wildcats are going to escape here tonight with a 67-53 win as the second shot goes in and out. for the Wildcats. Robertson missing on both of those shots. Pass ahead to number 25, Banks. Banks gets the ball over to Farmer. Farmer gets it over to McClellan. McClellan with a three-point shot on the way. Off the mark, no good. Canfield clears out the rebound, and now the Wildcats going to dribble the ball back up the floor, going to have the chance just to dribble this thing out and try to run the clock off. And we're down inside of 23 seconds, 67-53 to score. Justice Bell holding the ball, and he's going to pass back across the floor to Canfield. Canfield now doubled down, and he's going to pass the ball back across to Bell. We're just going to play a little pitch and catch back and forth across the floor. Bell passes ahead to Robertson. Robertson dribbling. He's going to pick up and hold, and now he's going to pass the ball back out to Bell. Bell's going to hold it, and that's going to take us to the end of the game. Your final score tonight here in Huntland, Wayne County 67, Huntland 53. We'll be back with final score stats right here on WCHS Sports.
For making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Wildcats victorious tonight here at Huntland School, 67-53, the final. Cameron Canfield led the way for the Wildcats tonight. He had 27 points on the evening. Great game for Canfield tonight, followed by Sailor Skelton with 16. Logan Davis had 11. Justice Bell had 5. Will Robertson had 7. And Case Butler rounded out the scoring with 1 point for the Wildcats. For the Huntland Hornets, Farmer finished with 11 tonight. Kilpatrick, their leading scorer, with 15 on the night. Kimmons had 9. Bradford had 5. Lefevre with 4. Kinslow with 3. And Stewart finished with 2 points on the evening. Wildcats extend their win streak, 67-53 tonight, the final score. We'll be back with home action this coming Friday night as the Wildcats close out the season with senior night, playing host to county rival Collinwood. We look forward to seeing you there at Wayne County for that game. So for all of us here at WCHS Sports, I want to thank you for joining us tonight as both the Lady Cats and the Wildcats victorious tonight in Huntland. We'll see you Friday night for Collinwood.
Trying to come back. That's odd. Well,
I don't know why they waited so long to go to the press.
That's what I'm saying. That strategy of getting down 30 and then trying to come back.
Yeah.
All right.
That I can't help you with. I can't help you with that either. I need no preaching. No, seriously.
because it's too strong, wasn't it? Hey, hey. So your mom drunk as all get out. Hey Chris, what got into sailors? They decided to stop watching, start scoring. I guess so. Yeah. About time.